These are 13 wonder weapons in Call of Duty Zombies that are infinite damage. Our number 13th and bottom spot is the Jet Gun, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Relax again for this iconic Call of Duty Zombies gameplay. But the Jet Gun is absolutely terrible. And that is why I think this list is so interesting. Because there's only 13 weapons from World at War to Black Ops 4 that have infinite damage. But a lot of them are terrible, like the Jet Gun. And so with the Jet Gun, on paper, it sounds incredible. Infinite ammo, infinite damage, and can always be used to kill the zombies. Why would this be at the bottom of the list? Well, in a practical sense with BO2 and using the Jet Gun, it is terrible. It can blow up. All the parts can respawn. You might have to go and rebuild it again. It does have some interesting properties. It can suck drops towards it. However, it takes so long to recharge, and the fact is that it is the worst infinite damage wonder weapon because of that. Sure, it can technically bring you to any possible zombies round if you have the patience enough, and if you can go faster than the reset timer, and also can make you fly like the paralyzer from BO2 Buried. But y'all think I'm running that? Absolutely not, ladies and gentlemen. There ain't no way. But coming into our number 12 spot, and this is another surprising list, this is the VR11 from Call of the Dead. The VR11 from Call of the Dead is an interesting weapon because while, yes, it's infinite damage, it also is only affecting one zombie, and that is the problem. It only works on one zombie. It's great for Call of the Dead because you can calm down George Romero. On the BO3 remaster, it acts like the upgraded crossbow or the awful Lawton, which shoots out a monkey bomb-like projectile that allows the zombies to get distracted. And so, in that sense, it's cool. And in co-op, if you shoot someone while it's upgraded, you get an insta kill on their damage and effect, which again is cool, but it is so bad in an actual practical sense trying to actually take out zombies that it deserves this number 12 spot, and yes, above the Jet Gun. Now coming into our number 11 spot, I think you guys are not prepared for this. This is the Togger Toten Wunderwaffe Sniper. Now the thing about this is, yes, it's infinite damage, but as you just saw in this gameplay clip there, he has to headshot the zombies in a horde for it to actually be infinite damage. Now, and this is the biggest problem because on BO4, the zombies are so dang fast that you're never going to be able to hit a headshot that accurately for it to be infinite damage, which is why I also think this is one of the worst infinite damage wonder weapons. However, on any other zombies map, like BO2 or BO3 or any game where all the zombies are slow, it's really good. But on BO4, where as soon as you get super sprinters, this thing is terrible, and there are so many better infinite damage wonder weapons on this map that will outdo the Wunderwaffe Sniper. So it absolutely deserves to be this low. But ladies and gentlemen, coming into our number 10 spot, this is going to be interesting, and I can't believe I'm putting it this low. This is the Wunderwaffe from Black Ops 1, World at War, and Black Ops 3, ladies and gentlemen, the original Wunderwaffe. This weapon is iconic. Everybody knows this weapon. However, most people don't know that it only shoots 10 zombies every shot, and that is the problem. With such little ammo, with only 3 in the clip, it's not going to be able to take out as many zombies as a lot of people think, and that is why on games like BO3, where you have Alchemical Antithesis, it runs absolutely better. But also, on the older games, this wonder weapon does not give you any drops, and so that is why it can also kill you in the World at War versions with Juggernog as well. So I'm gonna be honest, listen, I know it was introduced back in Shinonuma, but it's just not it, bro. It's just not it. Even though I'll always have a special soft spot for my nostalgia lovers for the Wunderwaffe. Ladies and gentlemen, coming down into our number 9 spot, I think you guys are literally not going to believe me when I see this. This is another Togger Toten wonder weapon. Number 9 spot is the Tundra Gun. Now, what? I know, the Tundra Gun. So essentially, they buffed this wonder weapon after everybody complained about it, probably also including me, during BO4, and I didn't realize this, but this wonder weapon is now infinite damage like the original Thunder Gun. However, it is worse considering that you can actually cause yourself to be damaged by this wonder weapon, which is the unfortunate part. You can see that it causes splash damage. However, PhD Flopper in this game negates all the splash damage, but you need to run PhD Flopper on a game like BO4, which only has 4 perk slots. So that's not going to be a good idea, and that is why I believe the Tundra Gun is just terrible. It does not deserve to be in the infinite damage, but Treyarch like, you know what, we gotta buff it, which makes no sense because the Thunder Gun is also on this map. I mean, Toggertone, what were they thinking? It doesn't make sense. But coming into our next spot, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the Wave Gun. Now, the Wave Gun is really cool because, again, you can slap it apart, get the Zap Guns, and shoot one at a time, or you can combine them together and shoot the zombies and kill them, which is amazing. However, the problem is with the Wave Gun is that, sure, it has a lot of ammo, but it doesn't create drops, which, again, is a major issue because I don't know why this Wonder Weapon doesn't create drops. You need to make drops for higher rounds. Like, you need max ammo, so using this Wonder Weapon to only kill the zombies is going to serve you as a big L, even though it does have more killing potential than the Thunder Gun. If it doesn't make max ammos, then I'm always going to last longer with the Thunder Gun than the Wave Gun, which obviously makes sense. Even though I love the Wave Gun, I think this is one of the most beautiful aesthetic Wonder Weapons ever. It deserves to be at this spot. But ladies and gentlemen, coming into our next spot, this has got to be, and I think a lot of people will not expect this coming. This is from Black Ops 3 Zetsubo no Shima, the KT4, or the upgraded variant being the Masamune. Now, this Wonder Weapon is really good because you can essentially make a puddle that acts as like an area of effect infinite damage whenever zombies come over to it. However, the problem with Thrashers on Zetsubo no Shima is that they are not affected by that puddle that you shoot down. So, the issue can really stem from being that the Thrashers are not affected by this infinite damage capability, which is why you need to have the Skull of Nunsopwe on this map. But if you're able to juggle them around really good and make sure that none of the zombies that you're fighting turn into Thrashers, which can be a very big problem on this map, the KT4 is easily one of the upper echelon infinite damage wonder weapons, and it has a ton of ammo as well. And with Alchemical Antithesis on Black Ops 3, where you can infinitely have ammo for about 60 seconds twice, it's a really good wonder weapon, and I think a lot of people underestimate this, especially also because this wonder weapon can make drops, and again, most people don't play enough Zetsubo no Shima to realize how amazing this wonder weapon is. You can also run faster when you shoot spores with the upgraded variant. Like, the KT4 is a phenomenal wonder weapon, and I feel like a lot of people call this like the Slickifier 2.0 when it really deserves to be its own wonder weapon. It's a fertilizer wonder weapon. It is truly unique. Now, coming in, ladies and gentlemen, to our next spot, I think a lot of you guys are going to be a little bit upset about that I'm putting this one solo. You heard the sound, ladies and gentlemen. This is the original Thunder Gun. Now, we got some Revelations gameplay for you guys here, but the thing is, man, I love the Thunder Gun, but it does not deserve to be any higher than this spot, okay? The Thunder Gun is infinite damage, yes. It makes drops, yes, but where it lacks is the ammo. Obviously, because you can spawn more max ammos, it's going to be easier to make, which, again, I get that. And again, it's also incredible on maps like Revelations here, where you can take out all the boss zombies, you can shoot massive hordes, and doesn't even matter what's in them. Margwa's Panzer, you're going to be taking them all out regardless, which is why, I mean, the Thunder Gun is always going to be iconic, but honestly, there are better wonder weapons, even in BO4, than this infinite damage wonder weapon, which in my opinion is really cool. And obviously, the infinite damage wonder weapons on BO3 can only go to 255, which is the round max number, but on BO4, they can bring you much, much farther, which I also think is insane. But ladies and gentlemen, coming into our next spot on the infinite damage wonder weapons, this is now our number 6 spot. This is the BO4 one. Y'all need to hear me out on this one. This, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the hand gauntlets from Ancient Evil, the Hand of Charon. Now, for some reason, this is the only gauntlet on Ancient Evil that is infinite damage. And I don't understand that one point. I don't know why they decided to make this. But the reason why I like this is it's literally a better version of the KT4. It acts like a monkey bomb, so all the zombies will go to it. And all you have to do is have ammo for it, which is the major problem. This man has the exalted version of it, which gives you a little bit more ammo. But the thing is it runs out so fast. This is probably, without a doubt, the best wonder weapon in any 4-set wonder weapon map ever, which is insane because it's on BO4 Ancient Evil. However, it is better. There's still wonder weapons that are better than this. Like, can you imagine? Like, I love this gauntlet. It's incredible. It's super OP. Only problem, like I said, is really the ammo. And shout out to Ancient Evil for making it on this list, considering that Black Ops 4 wonder weapons aren't usually that good, or they're just stupid broken in general. And going to the other stupid broken in general wonder weapon at our number 4 spot, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Helion Salvo. This is not even a wonder weapon, but Jason Blundell must have heard my outcries back in Black Ops 3 when I said rocket launchers were all terrible, because this man decided to make the BO4 rocket launcher infinite damage and for it to destroy everything. Zombies, bosses, even hardcore bosses like the elephants on 9 here. This wonder weapon is absolutely disgusting. And if you run the Helion Salvo, you're instantly going to get easiest high rounds on any zombies game ever. This is quite possibly one of the most broken wonder weapons ever because it has way more ammo than a thunder gun. It's infinite damage. You can take out so many more zombies with it, I find, than the thunder gun, where you have to line it up. This, you just shoot it and it works. If you have PhD slider on this game, it is absolutely insane how insane this became, because it's not even a wonder weapon and it's in the top 4 infinite damage weapons of all time, which absolutely deserves its place. But ladies and gentlemen, the Helion Salvo, if you have not used this, use it in the game and you will instantly realize how broken this weapon is. But ladies and gentlemen, coming into our number 3 spot, I think you guys are going to now understand where these next 3 are going to. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the baby gun from Shangri-La. The baby gun from Shangri-La is really cool because the original concept for the wonder weapon actually had the green part in the middle there, swapped out with 3 other variants, being a red variant, a yellow variant, and I believe a black variant. And it would have been so cool to see this wonder weapon have different variations, but the problem is that it's already so good. This is instantly one of the greatest wonder weapons of all time, because while yes, it doesn't do infinite damage on a technical aspect, it makes the zombies insta-kill, which in my opinion is infinite damage forever. And the greatest part about the baby gun is it has way more ammo than any of the other wonder weapons prior to it, and also it's just so viable on a map like Shangri-La where it's tight corridors. You really need to be able to progress through the high rounds fast, especially on BO1 with the low reset timer on this map, which is why the baby gun is an absolute godsend comparing to maps that came prior to this map, just like Call of the Dead, where they were both built very similarly. However, on Call of the Dead, you got the scavenger, which stops one-hitting after round 42, which is an incredible shame considering that Shangri-La has easily the top 3 best wonder weapons of all time. Now, coming into our number 2 spot, I think a lot of people might be upset that I'm including this, but ladies and gentlemen, this is actually going to be the pre-patch Slickifier. Now, the Relaxing End also has some incredible gameplay showing us this pre-patch Slickifier here, and when this wonder weapon came out on Die Rise, we're going to be remastering this, it was infinite damage forever, and you could end a whole zombie round with 1 bullet, as you see here. He caused 1 bullet for them to start slipping up the slope, and then a 2nd bullet to chain kill every single zombie that decides to come there. He doesn't even need to get any sort of power-ups. This wonder weapon, when it first came out on Die Rise, was absolutely so broken that Treyarch decided that they need to nerf the wonder weapon to only do a 1-shot damage to round 100. But the pre-patch version of this wonder weapon was literally, in my opinion, even better than the Apothicon Servant, because it only took 1 bullet to end a whole round. Not even the Apothicon Servant could do that. Sure, the Apothicon Servant is amazing, but the Slickifier, honestly, if the pre-patch version did exist, I would give this the number 1 spot. And honestly, maybe we'll think about adding it into Die Rise Remastered. Hey, I didn't say anything. But ladies and gentlemen, talking about pre-patch, our number 1 spot is the Shadows of Evil Apothicon Servant, or the Revelations Apothicon Servant, because that version has the official upgrade. This version had an upgrade as well, even though it got patched out, but both versions are just ridiculous. And because this is the one wonder weapon that you can get in game without it being pre-patched, this wonder weapon is incredible. Instantly, as soon as you shoot it, you're safe. You can take out almost every single boss on Shadows of Evil, not Shangri-La, with this, except the Margwa. The Margwa, you're going to need some sort of bullet gun, or maybe a ray gun, or whatever you're going to need. But the Apothicon Servant is insane. You pop alchemical with it as well. It's infinite ammo. It's 1 one bullet per horde. The ammo is a little bit low, but again, if you're able to upgrade it on Revelations, get the Thunder Gun as well. This is easily the best wonder weapon for all aspects. The all-around best wonder weapon. Best for escapability, best for killing the zombies. Really good ammo, to be honest, for what it's able to do. And it's just so dang overpowered. The only downside is that it doesn't kill all boss zombies. But ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you again so much for coming out, and we'll see y'all in that next one, baby.